Okay guys, so welcome back. So hopefully you enjoyed the last bite-sized video, because this is the second in the series and there's lots of these to come. So it's any given topic discussed or detailed in less than 5 minutes. So this is going to include dungeon videos, really brief leveling guides, reputations, all sorts of things that I feel that a 30-minute video is just not warranted. You know, you can get all the information you need in less than 5 minutes. So before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, check out the giveaway, all that stuff that you're used to. Ring the bell for notifications. We're getting quite close to 1,000 subscribers now, which is when the first giveaway happens, which is 3 months game time or an Amazon, a voucher of equal value, whichever one the winner would prefer. It'll be live streamed as well, the giveaway, so it's going to be good fun. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers and get that happening as soon as possible. But getting into the video, so Cenarion Expedition is a reputation in TBC. It's got some loot. We'll put the loot on screen now. So the first notable item really is the Earth Warden, obviously. Feral Druids are going to want this, so especially Feral Tanks. Really, really nice weapon to say it's from a reputation that's quite easy to get exalted with anyway. Then you've got the offhand for healers, which is very nice, and then there are some blues and some recipes and things like that. But you know, we are only looking at the sort of really noteworthy items, which is the offhand and the mace, and then you get the key. So the key is so you can do the heroic counterparts of the Coilfang instances, which is Steam Vaults, Slave Pens, and Underbug. But getting into the into the rep itself, so I'll just show you where the Quartermaster is. So the Quartermaster is located here. And if you want to do the dungeons to give reputation, the dungeons are actually underwater in a tunnel located roughly here on the map. So, yep, that's how you find the Quartermaster and how you get into the instances to gain rep. So, let's talk about the quickest way to get to Exalted. Now, some will probably be like, oh, I'm leveling a Druid, I'm going to go and do all of Zangarmarsh, get all that rep while I'm leveling up. It's one way to go. I'd argue it's the bad way to go. What you will be tempted to go and do Cenarion Expedition rep while you're leveling, but ultimately, if you're a Druid specifically, and I say specifically because it's going to be a lot of Druids that want to get exalted with this reputation, obviously, it would be a mistake to do these quests in Zangarmarsh. You actually want to skip Zangarmarsh really and come back here at 70. Reason being, if you skip Zangarmarsh, you can then come back and kill mobs a lot quicker to farm these, what I'll put on screen now, the unidentified plant parts. Now, you hand these in to receive a package of identified plant parts. It gives you 250 rep when you hand it in. It's repeatable, of course. And you get a chance to get an uncatalogued species in this bag. Quite low, it's only like 5%. But you get a ton of reputation, like 500. Now, the hand-in goes all the way to Exalted. The hand-in the plant parts goes all the way to Honoured. So you want to hand these plant parts in till you're Honoured, save all the uncatalogued species that you get if you get any, and then hand these in after Honoured. You also then want to do the quests after Honoured, because you can get the reputation for the quests, obviously. You know, you've had quite an easy farm up to Honoured. Now you can more or less probably quest to Revered, and then you can start handing in your uncatalogued species. Maybe at Revered would be a good way to go. 500 at a time you hand these in, and then you can also hand in Coilfang armaments, which I'll put on screen as well. So that would be the quickest way to Exalted, is saving the quests. There's also a really good place to farm here. I'll put, there's 3 locations actually. I'll put all of them on screen now. So this is killing the bog lords, or various types of bog lords in Zangarmarsh. The reason this is good is because they give Sporagar rep as well, and if you're a herbalist, you can herb them. So you can herb these and get Sporagar rep and get unidentified plant parts. So you know you're doing a lot of things all at once. So let's just take best case scenario, and you're following my advice, and you go and you skip Zangarmarsh, you quest everywhere else, you farm your unidentified plant parts, you hand those in, you save the uncatalogued species, you're now Honoured. So at Honoured, you can actually also go to Blades Edge Mountain and Terrakar to run quests. There's various quest lines that give Cenarion Expedition rep in both those zones as well, quite sizable amounts as well. You can even dungeon to Honoured. You're going to get reputation from the dungeons, specifically Steam Vaults all the way to Exalted. So let's take dungeons for an example. So if questing's not your thing and you're bored of doing them, then running Steam Vaults on normal all the way to Exalted, you'll get about 1k rep a run. That's without clearing all the trash. If you clear all the trash, you can get up to about 1500 a run. But then you also get a quest item, which is the Orders of Lady Vash. You go and hand that in, and then you can hand in Coilfang armaments. First one you hand in is about 250 rep, and then it's 75 per hand in from there. But you can also buy these off the auction house. Running heroics of any of the 3 dungeons from Revered is very lucrative, but you need a good group. Then you also really can only do them once a day. Obviously, you can do all 3 heroics once a day. So it'd be worth, if you can do them and you've got a group that's good enough to do them, it'd be worth running all 3 and then switching back over to Steam Vault's normal and just farming that. But ultimately, it's very quick, and Steam Vault's on normal is very easy. That would be my option. So that's it. You've had a quick look at some of the items. That's the quickest way to get exalted with Cenarion Expedition. You could probably do it in a day, realistically. 2 days max if all you focus on is the reputation. And that was a nice bite-sized chunk of Cenarion Expedition, so I'll see you on the next one.